Hello everybody, my name is Dan Verdugo. I represent Peer Voices of Orange County. I'm going to share a little bit of my story, what happened, and started drinking at the age of 15, started with beer, and it increased to hard liquor, Southern Comfort, Bacardi, and I was a functioning person during this time. I was on the baseball team, the basketball team. Didn't think I had a problem with alcohol, and I loved the taste of it, I loved the effect. And then at the age of 20, 21, I started experimenting with drugs, and the drugs kind of controlled me. Once again, I was still functioning, and then I realized that, you know what, I might have a problem. And some of the things that started happening to me were I was getting blackouts, memory losses, and I was having problems waking up, and got fired from my one job, and that was hard, but I didn't have a problem. You see, I could maintain it. And I didn't drink every day, I just drank on the weekends, so I was kind of like a binge drinker. The hardest thing for me was when I tried to control it on my own. And between 22 and 25, it was not very hard for me to control my drinking and my drug addiction. I had to hit a rock bottom. And at 25, I ended up at St. Jude Hospital in rehab. I was very lonely, depressed, beat down. Thought I hit a rock bottom. I was in a very dark place in my life. And I found out that the counselors there, they're very supportive. And they introduced me to 12-step groups. And I started going to 12-step groups in the journey of my recovery. But I never really thought I was an alcoholic or wanted to admit that I was an alcoholic. So I was always fighting that battle. And so from the hospital, they recommended to live in a recovery home. So I went to a recovery home. I started going to meetings. I got a sponsor, started working the steps, and I thought I was on my journey to recovery. And I was so proud of the little chips they would give us, 30-day chips, 60-day chips, 90-day chips. And my goal was, you know what, I want to do this for 1 year, and let's see what happens. I was only 25, and you know, I had to swallow that word of being an alcoholic. Didn't really want to accept, you know, the first step that I was thoroughly beaten down, and I didn't want to accept that I was an alcoholic. So after 1 year, I got my 1-year chip. I thought it was normal. And at 13 months, I relapsed for 1 day. And I went and saw an old friend. I hadn't seen him in a year. I showed him my 1-year chip. And we started going to the bars and started drinking, and it happened quick. The next day was the biggest day of my life, February 21st, 1990. I had to come to terms of what I was going to do, and I ended up at a 12-step meeting, and I had to stand up as a newcomer. Very humbling, but I had to do it because I knew then that I was a true alcoholic, and I was ready to start my recovery, and everything's changed since then. You know, today I still go to meetings, I sponsor people, and I'm privileged to work for a company called Peer Voices of Orange County. There, I'm a crisis counselor. I have a lived experience, and today I've been clean and sober for 32 years. It's not easy, but I know that one day at a time I am able to achieve my goal. I know there's a lot of addiction, a lot of you out there that struggle with alcoholism and drug addiction, and I'm here to tell you that you can overcome those obstacles, and you can overcome those cravings, and there is a solution. And the solution is living 1 day at a time. There are 12 steps. The steps are a suggestion, they're not a requirement. A lot of support groups. So here at Peer Voices of Orange County, we offer those support groups. Today we offer DBSA, which is Depression Bipolar Support Alliance. We also offer a group called Emotions Anonymous, where you can talk about any emotion, how to deal with your emotions. It could be anger, it could be bitterness, how to overcome those emotions and to live a happy, peaceful life. We're also going to offer, starting in June, Alcoholics Alcoholics Anonymous. That group obviously is for those of us that are an alcoholic, but there are also groups that are open to the public. And I want to invite you and join you to come to these groups. And in the groups, you'll learn how to live serenity. And we also offer groups online, on Zoom, and we also do some on WebEx. So I would recommend that you check out our website. And if anybody needs to reach me, I'm at dan@peervoices.org. And check out our website. You can just Google Peer Voices of Orange County. We have a calendar there. We have a lot of support groups there. And we're offering volunteerism. So those of you that want to volunteer with us, kind of help us out, be part of the community, we offer that also. So please join me in my journey, and thank you all for being there for me. Thank you.